Alright, so here's the deal. I've been doing Amber Heard vs. Johnny Depp, but I'm going to do some Marvel and Star Wars and things like that when the big stories come out. And I think this one here is a pretty big one. They actually named these characters Snowflake and Space Safe. Snowflake is something you call somebody who's basically an SJW who gets really pissed about like any little joke or something like that. Then they got to go in their safe space, so I guess they tune it out, they don't hear it or whatever. And to name a character something like that has got to be one of the dumbest moves you could possibly do. It's pretty much flat out comedy. I mean, this is so batshit retarded that you could say it's just comedy. I mean, if they came out, April Fools, said, yo guys, this was a joke leading up to April Fools, we'd be like, yeah, good one, wow, goddamn. But it's not. Apparently, these are real characters, and I just gotta wonder what the hell is going on with Marvel. And I'm going to say this, and I've got a lot of videos here for 2 years. You could check them. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I've told other creators that on live streams and stuff. I like DC better, but the good stuff that Marvel put out, I was cool with. But now, it's like, this company's going the way of Star Wars. What happened with Star Wars? I'm sure a lot of you guys know. They pretty much pissed on the fans. They ruined all their characters, including the new ones, and now Marvel's going down that very same path where they're just making these crazy characters. So, the trailer for this thing has 100,000 dislikes. There we have it. 100,000 dislikes. And you know what? Before I made this video, it had 95,000 dislikes. It jumped up 5,000 dislikes just today, within the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, something like that. So I also want to take a look at some of these comments. By the way, the thing's got like not even 3,000 likes. I just gotta wonder, what the hell do the people who are producing this show, wanting it to be successful, thinking about it, writing it, think about those dislikes? That's an insane amount of dislikes. It's almost on 500,000 views and it's got 100,000 dislikes. That's over 1/5 of the people who didn't leave some kind of comment, by the way, saying they hate it, which there's, last time I checked, over 10,000 of those. That's just a dislike. And the people that liked aren't even like 3% compared to that. So I just want to have fun with this video. I want to read some comments. No heavy editing, just going to read it. They're fun anyway, don't worry. Here we go. By the way, 26,000 comments, and we don't have time for all those, but I'm going to take a wild, educated guess that they are mostly negative. At least probably 97% of them are. It's nice to see left wing and right wing coming together to hate this. 122 likes on that guy's comment. Even LGBTQ don't like this. It has no fans. Nobody likes the current state of Marvel. Well, it's got like 3% fans, so it's got something. This is a joke. Seriously, this isn't real, is it? It's a parody, right? I ask as a lifelong comic book fan and customer. Yeah, I mean, I stopped reading comics pretty much, in about 2000, 2001 or something. Been like 20 years. But I was a fan of comic books for a long time, since I could read comics up till about the end of college or something like that. And, when I see shit like this, it's, yeah, almost out of reality bad. Just like a joke. And I've been reading these comments, and trust me, there's a lot of comments saying like this has to be a joke. Something just like that, because it really feels like a freaking joke. It's now very clear why J.R.R. Tolkien stated that he did not want Disney getting the rights to any of his works. It is Clown Central. Seriously, what the F? The like-dislike ratio has restored my faith in humanity. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. That is definitely, I'd say a little more likes than we should have, but Trailblazer looks like Fat Albert transitioning. Hey, Cosby's Gotta Eat. By Jeremy Holloway. Alright. I'm not going to touch that. Literally the worst idea Marvel ever had. Hands down, if Marvel has any interest in their stocks, they should run from this man. Nearly 100% negative feedback. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like 97% negative feedback. YouTube. We have the most hated video of all time with Rewind 2019. Daniel Kibblesmith, who is the writer for this. Hold my soy latte. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this is worse than probably the cringiest thing I've ever seen aside from, I guess, Rose Tico, because she's in Star Wars and that's like my favorite franchise of all time. And, Marvel isn't. So for me, Rose is still more cringy than this. But yeah, I mean, this is like second place right on Rose Tico's ass. And of course, we've got tons of comments about how Stan Lee would really hate this thing. For being honest, Stan Lee defended his characters for the fact they should stay straight and not be turned gay because that's how they were created. And if he saw some weird, snowflakey, safe space shit like this, I think Stan Lee would be pretty irritated. I bet you think it's pretty cringy, it's pretty bad. Is anybody passing by this channel right now at the point of this video gonna seriously defend this thing? I mean, I get defenses for Kathleen Kennedy, for Brie Larson, things like that. They're just people. I mean, this is even cringier, I think, than Brie Larson. I mean, it's different, but just like on the surface level, I think so. Do some shout-outs. Justin Proper, there it is. John Talks, why not? Rob, Everything Star Wars. Check his channel out. He's Everything Star Wars, but he might change it to Everything Entertainment or something like that. I don't know. He probably should. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. My videos are usually a little bit better. I take more time with editing, but it's late. This is the second one of the day. Time is always against me. That's it. We're done.